The following segment is sponsored by TruNorth Advisors.
The COVID-19 pandemic has dealt a real blow to a lot of people's finances, many people having to readjust their plans for retirement, and we certainly want to understand our options in all that. Matt Dixon from TruNorth Advisors is with us this morning. Hi, Matt.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you. Today we're talking Social Security. We've seen stunning job losses in this pandemic-induced economic crisis, so a lot of older workers may have to rethink they'll take on Social Security, and we'll get to that in a second. But first, prior to pandemic times, what was generally considered the best time to do that?
Well, most people would probably say that it was going to be at around age 70 if you wanted to get the most money. That's about when generally somebody would have probably taken it. Not necessarily our firm belief on the best time to take your Social Security, but generally speaking, yeah, age 70 is kind of what most people would assume.
Okay, and now different times call for different plans of action possibly. There's probably not a one-size-fits-all plan, but what about a client who's 63 years old, laid off from a job, and this client thinks the likelihood of new employment might not be so great? What are the options?
Yeah, obviously waiting till age 70 might not be a good fit, right? So it can't be just necessarily a one-size-fits-all. So she absolutely could turn on her Social Security, and in a lot of cases most likely would. What she would need to know is that she has about 12 months that if, say, hypothetically she did get another job, she has the opportunity to turn on her Social Security and has 12 months where she could turn it back off and delay it to a later time if she was to get another job. So that is a good option that she has that flexibility, but it is only 12 months.
I didn't know that flexibility even existed. During a recession, obviously the number of early claims is going to jump. Is delaying your Social Security claim the right strategy for clients who are reasonably healthy, likely to live beyond average longevity?
Sure, absolutely. It can definitely increase their overall benefits. But we definitely still, as a firm, don't believe that waiting until age 70 is statistically even the best time. You might get a larger monthly check, but to get a total dollar amount by delaying really past full retirement, you have to live a whole lot longer than what you would anticipate. So it's still, from a statistical standpoint, from what we see, 2,000 people a year, we still feel like it's always a better fit to kind of get a custom report that shows you taking it sooner than 70 is a better way to go.
A lot of factors to consider, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You told me a lot of people make the assumption that their Social Security income doesn't get taxed, but unfortunately that is not the case.
Yeah, that is not the case. And in fact, there's a pretty simple formula to kind of show us that. Now, I want to be clear that there is a difference between a Social Security tax and a Social Security penalty for working. Those are two separate things. And the taxation formula is pretty simple, where any Social Security income or if you add in any other income from like an IRA distribution or a pension account, anything that's considered taxable, if it goes above $44,000 in income combined, then 85% of our Social Security would then be taxed. That's a pretty steep tax that could almost happen to any Social Security there.
Absolutely. And you've got a working example to kind of put those numbers to use?
Sure, yeah. So if say hypothetically a household income from Social Security was combined to about $40,000, and then they had just any other sort of distribution from an IRA or a pension, or if they had any income that was just say about $12,000. That really brings them up to about $52,000. Well, that passes that 44K limit, which creates about $34,000 worth of taxable income just from their Social Security. So $34,000 of the 40 is now considered taxable income.
Alarming to people. It could technically cause the rest of your income to be taxed at a higher rate as well, but you don't want people to shoot the messenger, right?
Right. Don't shoot the messenger. That's not me.
Yeah, but you can help people try to navigate all this. What else do people need to keep in mind when it comes to Social Security income? What do we need to be thinking about?
But just make sure that they get more of a tailor-fit approach than just thinking that there's one size fits all. And our online report actually that they can go on and download kind of helps them get a more tailor-fit approach than just basically the three numbers that they see on their statement typically, which is 62, 66, and 70. So there's definitely better ways to get it, and take a tailor-fit approach would probably be our advice.
What's that approach, or what's that, how do people download that information?
They just go right to our website at retiretruenorth.com, and you're able to scroll down a little bit and you'll see where they can go in this retirement income checklist. they can download that right there, and it will give them a good fit as to how to take their Social Security and make sure they do it at the right time.
All right. You're located at 12 Parkway Commons Way in Greer, just off Pelham Road. Website's retiretruenorth.com, and people can call 882-9859. Your email's on the screen. I know all that information's there. Anything else on your mind before we let you go today? Things that you think people might want to know?
No, we should just all stay optimistic.
All right. Wonderful. Matt Dixon of TruNorth Advisors. We hope to have you on again soon to answer more questions. Have a great day.
Thank you.